Hello and welcome to the Pearls of Grace Bible Study that is designed to encourage, uplift, and inspire single moms. This Bible study was written by a mature single mom named Rose, who you will meet later after this intro. In these series of Bible lessons, we will always follow the same format. We'll begin with prayer, an opening question, a testimonial story, and then lastly, applying God's holy word. Before we begin, the things that you'll need is a quiet area for reflection, your Bible, a journal, or a trusted friend. Please note, when we ask you the question, you will put your video on pause and either explore the answer to the question by journaling or discussing the answer with a friend who views the lesson with you. Feel free to pause now and gather what you need. Now, I am pleased to introduce you to Rose.
Welcome to the Pearls of Grace Bible Study. This is a Bible study for single, pregnant women. I'm so glad that you joined me. Let's start with a prayer. My adorable Jesus, may our feet journey together. May our hands gather in unity. May our hearts beat in unison. May our souls be in harmony. May our thoughts be as one. May our ears listen to the silence together. May our glances profoundly penetrate each other. And may our lips pray together to gain mercy from the Eternal Father. Thank you. Now, a little bit about the Bible study. Everyone is welcome, whether you're a single mom or not. It's mostly geared towards pregnant single women. But I'm really glad that you joined. This Bible study is designed to be encouraging and uplifting on your pregnancy journey. So let me start off with this demonstration here. This is a basket, as you can see. Now, in African culture, it's a tradition that many women weave baskets, beautiful baskets. And I've always admired the skill of the sweetgrass basket weavers. And this is kind of like an analogy of life. If you think about it, like the texture of this basket, life can be challenging and rough sometimes. But like the colors in this basket, it can also be full of variety and beauty and goodness. And whether it's rough or whether it's beautiful, God weaves it all together to make everything work together for His good. Now, what I've found in my journey as a single mom is that biblical wisdom really helped me in my life. And each one of these gems here is, there's a Bible verse inside that we're going to go over in the Bible study. I'd like to share a Bible verse with you before we get started. It's from Proverbs chapter 8, verse 11, and it says, "For wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire compares with her." So, without further ado, let's get into the biblical wisdom that's more precious than rubies. And I think I'm going to pick orange. I'm wearing orange right now, so I'm going to pick orange to see what we're going to talk about this time. And let me open it up. Oh, here's a beautiful one. The theme is You Are Special. Okay, here's the question for reflection. What did you want to be when you were little, and why? So now you can either journal or talk to a friend about it. And you can put the video on pause, and then when you're done, you can come back. All right, let's look and see what we're going to talk about. It shows Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. So let's look at this. And this is God speaking to Jeremiah. It says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I dedicated you. A prophet to the nations, I appointed you." This is a very beautiful and important verse. and one that I really love. You know, and it just shows how before a baby is even in the womb, God forms us for a purpose. You know, we all have souls, and God creates our souls in heaven. And that's why it's so precious, a baby's life, even from conception, when you first find out that you're pregnant. You know, I know some of you, I am pro-life, and I know some of you may have had different experiences or have different beliefs, but I want to share a story with you. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I had a friend, and this friend of mine, it was a friend from high school. He had been going through a tough time in life. He worked as a phlebotomist, I think that's how you pronounce it, and he was just having, you know, all sorts of struggles. Well, he shared with me that, you know, when I was pregnant, that he actually had a dream about my daughter, and that she spoke to him, and she said that everything is going to be okay in the future. Now, that was a little over 20 years ago, and now he's no longer a phlebotomist. He's actually a nurse practitioner and married, and his life really turned around. But what really always touched me is I encountered my daughter's spirit in a dream before she was even, you know, out the womb. There's so much we don't know about life. We all have souls. There is more to life than the here and now and the physical. A baby's life is precious and priceless, even when they're in the womb. Anyways, I also wanted to share with you the whole concept of conception is a miracle. I mean, you can even look it up. There was a Harvard study about the miracle of conception, and they had like this really amazing figure about the chances of, you know, a baby being conceived, and the odds, you know, with all the different variables, and it's just a miracle if you really look it up. Every child is a precious and priceless gift, and God created them for a future and for a purpose. All right, so my challenge for you is read the Gospel of Mark to your child in the womb. When my daughter was in the womb, I read her the Gospel of Luke, but Mark is a little bit shorter. And the reason why I say read the Gospel to your child is because it nourishes their soul while they're in the womb. So thank you so much for joining this session. And remember, you are beautiful and you are loved. Thank you.
I am beautiful. I am